Hey, long time no see. So welcome back to my channel. This is WLS Diva, also known as Sean, and my channel is full of a mixture of everything I'm into, from budgeting, planning, shopping, life, which is what's been really lifing for me right now, and travel, and so much more. So this video is going to be a mashup of a bunch of different videos, because I have been trying to record again the rest of my one second. I've been trying to record the rest of my lap band reversal journey, and I'm in the process of getting that done. My surgery is actually next week, and I'm in the pre-op phase where I'm doing the pre-op diet. I am doing all the testing and etc. And I recorded some of the footage from me, you know, going towards the pre-op appointment, and I talked about a little bit about my diet. So this video may be a mashup of a lot of stuff, or I just may talk straight through it, who knows. But I'm gonna try to edit this as best as possible, and you know, there you go. So before I really get into it, I'm gonna go over a little bit about the story of my lap band journey and what has happened since I've received it. So way back when, I was literally 200 and I want to say 90 pounds at the time, and my doctor, who was of African descent, was treating me with my PCP. And I was really prone to migraines, and just migraines at least 3 times a week. It was really bad. And so he was like, you know, are you getting into migraines with the men? And I was like, no, like what the hell? I'm like, I need to know why I'm having these migraines. My mother used to get them, and now I'm getting them. So I want to make sure that I'm okay. But every time I went to the doctor, he attributed it to a man. And then he was like, well, it's your weight. If you know, lose weight, blah, 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 your migraines will go away. And then he was like, after a few months, he was like, no, let's just have the weight loss surgery, and, you know, it'll be better. So fast forward, I got approved for the weight loss surgery at 290 pounds. And then I literally went through the whole process. It was a whole process. You have to get a mental evaluation, you have to get pulmonary tests, chest x-rays, we go through the whole nutrition and exercise routine, and what to do after surgery, before surgery, and then the whole liquid diet before surgery for a month. So I did all of that. I was excited, ready to go, like this is gonna be, you know, a new beginning, yada yada yada. And mind you, I wasn't ugly, I wasn't unattractive, I was also in a relationship, so it definitely wasn't in trouble. And literally, I had the surgery, and they gave me like the pager number to say, you know, if you experience this and that, call right away. So within 2 days after surgery, or 2.5, 3 days after surgery, it was time to move to the next process. The first 2 days is like small sips of liquid out of a medicine cup, and then you move to soft foods. Okay, so when I moved to soft foods, i.e. yogurt, I couldn't get it down. And I had called him, and I had a slight fever, and he was like, you know, you're just overreacting, blah blah blah. And then try taking you know, the pain for the acid reflux or the heartburn, try taking all that. I did all that, I couldn't get it down. So I went to emergency room. They didn't know what was wrong. They sent me back home. So I called him again, same thing. And then I went back to the emergency room. They sent me back home. Constantly throwing up, not keeping anything down. Every time I tried to drink up something, put an ice cube, let it melt in my mouth, anything, I could not keep it down. Like literally, if I took an ice cube and set it on my tongue, I threw it right back up. So after the third emergency room trip, I took the trek back out to the hospital where I had my surgery, which is an hour away from my house, to that emergency room, and I said, you have to keep me. There is something wrong with me. No one's believing me that anything is wrong with me. I've talked to my surgeon. He told me it's my imagination and I'm just overreacting. Something is wrong with me. Simple as that. And so they kept me overnight. So then I guess my surgeon had to come in. And at that point, he was like, okay, let's do a barium test to see what's going on. So they take me down to the barium test. I'm drinking the barium. When I tell you, it came right back up immediately, and my entire body went into shock. That they had to get me out the little, machine where you can see the barium go down, and put me on the gurney and get me back to my room and give me something to sedate me, because my entire body went into shock and I was just shaking because I couldn't keep it down. I told you I can't keep anything down. You want me to drink this? Okay, well guess what? It's everywhere at this point. So that was that. So after he was like, okay, we had no choice but to go back in. Like literally. So they went back in, which is meaning they did another operation. And during the operation, what they did was they did what you call a hiatal hernia repair. And on that repair, they put a mesh that's supposed to mend the incisions on the inside and adhere to your skin, just become part of it. Well, that mesh, basically someone dropped it on the floor, stepped it in after they walked in the pile of dog shit. And then they put it inside me because the mesh had a bacteria on it, and that bacteria is what was causing my esophagus to close completely up, where I could get nothing down. So they removed the mesh because he said he opened me back up. It was nothing but edema, whatever. The liquid is all around. It wasn't adhering, so they took it out, sent it for testing, and came back. It had a bacteria in it. So still in the hospital, they did that. Then they decided to do an endoscopy to open up my esophagus. And literally, they had to do it 3 times because it kept closing back up. Like literally. So then they couldn't do it a 4th time. Otherwise, I would have had to get a trach put in because they was stretching it out of shape. So then at that point, it was determined, let me get IV infusion therapy at home. So I had to go through 2 or 3 weeks of, if not one, I think it was like 3 weeks of infusion therapy of vancomycin, which is a liquid antibiotic, into the skin. I had to get a PICC line put in, and home health care, nursing, all of that. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. Had to see an infectious disease doctor and all this other stuff because of that bacteria that was on that mesh. So fast forward, everything's said and done. I had basically given, okay, not fast forward, but I had given up on life. I literally had given up on life. And I had wrote in a journal, if I die, this is who I want my daughter to go to. This is who I want to help raise her. Yada, 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 yada. Like real talk. Like it was at that point. And so my mom had a prayer partner, and by this time my mom had already died. She had already died, so she had a prayer partner. And she called me out the blue one day, and she was like, you've been on my mind. I just feel this dark spirit over you, like this dark cloud, this darkness, and I don't know where it's coming from, because I didn't tell her I had surgery, mind you. I didn't tell anyone I was having the surgery. And during this time my auntie was also dying, so it was just like so many things at once. But she was like, I just feel this dark cloud, dark spirit over you. And your mother came to me and she talked to me, and she was like, I need to pray for you. I need to reach out to you. So she said, I'm calling you and I just want to pray over you. And I don't want to get emotional. Okay, so like literally, she called me that day, had prayer on the phone. She didn't ask me what was going on. She didn't ask me anything. But like she literally like just prayed for me. And like, I kid you not, within 2 days after that woman prayed over me, like within 2 days, I literally started getting better. And I would never, ever, like, question the power of prayer after that. Like, you know, people always have, like, their you know, issues with religion, all that stuff. But I would never question the power of prayer after that, because literally, I didn't tell this woman anything was going on with me. Nothing. And, you know, she called me just out the blue. And this is at that point, this is, you know, after I had given up. And within 2 days, like, literally, I was getting better. And to this day, I still talk to her. When I'm going through anything, I still talk to her. And she tells me all the time she prays for me. All the time. You know. And I don't know, but literally within 2 days after she prayed for me and over me via the phone, I was getting better. You know, my mindset changed, and my health improved, and it just continued to improve after that. And I was, you know, still losing weight. I was getting healthier. I could eat, I could drink, and I just improved, you know, to the point where I could live a normal life at that point. Like, I was healthy, or where within like a few weeks after that, I went back to work. I started living, you know, taking care of my daughter again, because she was in grammar school at the time. I started, you know, seeing my family, because my family hadn't seen me. No one had seen me. And yeah, you know, so that's the story of the whole black man journey. Okay, I'm back. I had to compose myself. So, fast forward, I was in Italy, and I was talking to a bunch of other ladies, either older than me or around my age, and I was telling them of the complications I had still with the band, because the band slips now. It slips up. It slips up when I'm engaging in adult activities. It slips up when I'm riding my Peloton. It slips up when I'm just doing random shit, and I'm just like in excruciating pain. And everyone was like, oh no, you gotta get that up out of you, that's a foreign object, yada yada yada. And I was like, I'm not having surgery again. Ain't no way, no how I'm about to have surgery again. And if you see me looking up, my camera's right there, the screen. So my daughter was even like, you know, you gotta get that out of you. I can't take care of you and Papa, this too much. So I was like, okay. So I talked to my surgeon, and I talked to my PCP, and I wound up going back to the same place I had the surgery, but not the same doctor. He was a doctor during that time, yes, but he didn't do the actual surgery. He had just entered the practice. And I talked to him, explained my concerns. I don't trust that other MFing doctor, and I don't want him touching me. I don't want him on my case. I don't want to see him. I hate his guts, because he said it was all in my imagination. He can kiss my whole black ass. And I said that to my doctor. My doctor just like, and so my surgeon knows my personality now, and so I just be razzing on him, to be honest, because I'm like, I better come out with everything still intact, you know. So we decided that because there's so many issues that it needs to come out. And they said this is around the year mark. I got it done January 2010. And this is 2022. So around the 10 to 12 year mark, that's when people start having a lot of issues with it. And they scheduled me for an upper GI endoscopy to go do the camera. And, okay, side note, insurance in America sucks ass. So I work for a really great company, awesome company that's worldwide. Our insurance sucks because we don't have regular insurance. We have this co-insurance shit. So after my test, my upper GI endoscopy test, I got a bill for $2,100. Mind you, that bill is higher than the actual surgery I'm about to have, my part of the surgery. So my part of the surgery I have to pay for is only $1,800. But I know I have a yearly deductible of $2,000, but my daughter had surgery this year, and she had an attempted surgery as well. Plus she had all this other stuff. So my deductible was used up with her. So that's that. So they did the upper GI, got the scans back, saw it, it's still in place, it has no fluid in it. It needs to come out. Okay, so I forgot to record myself before I left the house. I'm at the hospital now, waiting for the first step of getting everything reversed, which is getting the endoscopy to see if it has slipped up or if it's corroded. Gotta. So just in the waiting room now, waiting for them to call me back. So I'm back here now in pre-op, waiting to get my IV and all this other stuff for the actual procedure. It shouldn't take that long, but we'll see. So I think the whole procedure takes like less than an hour, if that. It's just the pre-op and then the post-op stuff that you have to do. So hopefully when it get done, the insurance will approve me actually getting this lap band removed, because that's the whole purpose of getting this procedure today. We will see. I really don't know who likes being in the hospital because it's cold, and got me in here in this doggone suit, birthday suit. So hopefully the procedure itself won't take that long. I'm not nervous. I just don't like anesthesia. I don't react well to it, so we'll see what happens when I wake up. And the hospital itself was about an hour drive away from my house, because it couldn't be done in one of the nearby hospitals, because this is the actual bariatric hospital, and this is actually where I had the first surgery and the second surgery. So now I'm just waiting on a nurse to come in, give me my IV and whatever else they have to do, because I also have to give them a sample. But they should have told me that, because I told the woman I was gonna go to the bathroom and she told me where it was, and she didn't tell me I needed to give a sample before I got the procedure done. So now I can't go, so I gotta wait. So she said maybe if she put the IV in, it'll help me go. So we'll see what happens. So I will update y'all later. I'm like really tired. I woke up with butt crack of dawn, washed my hair real quick, and did a mishmash job of twisting my hair really quickly, because I wasn't coming in here with a huge afro. So alright, see y'all in a little bit. So they did the upper GI, got the scans back, saw it, it's still in place, it has no fluid in it. It needs to come out. So fast forward, goes to the surgery consult. At this point, fast forward, I went to surgery consult first, but you know, you already know about that. So after that, it's like, okay, we got your scans back, whatever back, and let's schedule your surgery. So when they scheduled my surgery for October 13th is the day I'm having surgery, around 7:30 in the morning. So it's a few things I have to do, and I talked about it a little bit in another video, because I was on my way to my pre-op appointment and I recorded it.
Do not leave.
Hey, it's me. So I have not edited anything, so I'm just gonna put this in one big video. Life has really been kicking me in the ass. Basically, life is life in a million times. I have no idea what's going on in my job. I literally have been bouncing from account to account to help them out, and they don't always want help. So it's a little difficult. It puts me in a difficult position. Excuse my hair. I had blow dried my hair because I wanted to clip my ends. I still didn't clip my ends, so literally it's just in the ponytail back here. I don't know if y'all can see. My daughter had put it in 2 braids for me, but the doctor's office called me this morning, so I'm on my way to my surgery pre-op appointment, which was supposed to be on Friday the 7th, but it's today, Monday, because he had an opening. So I'm on my way there now. Also, I started my liquid diet,
So it was a little confusion with the liquid diet. They were like, oh, you were supposed to start it at 28 days before surgery. That's not possible because my surgery wasn't scheduled that far out in advance. Well, maybe it was. Okay, it was. But you're supposed to have another pre-op appointment before you actually, you know, start all your prep and stuff. Like, so y'all didn't call me, y'all didn't follow up, y'all didn't do anything. So that was that. So I started my liquid diet on Thursday, and I'm already down 4 pounds as of yesterday. I did not check it today. I'll find out when I get to the doctor's office. I'm lactose intolerant, so they have me drinking this Fairlife, which is lactose free and gluten free. The chocolate tastes really good. The vanilla actually tastes really good. But this strawberry, even ice cold, tastes like some hot milk. Y'all see my face? It tastes like some nasty ass hot milk. I drink it because I paid for it. Because these are very expensive on Amazon, but they're affordable on Sam's Club. And Sam's Club only has strawberry and chocolate. They don't have vanilla. It's really hard to find. And Amazon, I think it's like $30 for a pack of 12. Where Amazon is like between $16 and $18 for a pack of 12. So yeah, Costco has the salted caramel. I have one of those at home, and I haven't tasted it yet. I'm supposed to have 2, but I have 1. I wish I had ordered a pack of the vanilla, but I'm not paying $30 for 12 when I can get them for 16 or 18.
Okay, so did the upper GI. After that, my throat was just a little tender for like a couple of days, but other than that, I was fine. The anesthesia, I had the chills right after, but once I got home, I was fine. I was just sleepy for a couple of days. Other than that, it was fine. So then now it was like, okay, let's start all the other things. So the things I need to have for surgery. I need to start a very low calorie liver shrinking diet. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I had to get a chest x-ray, a EKG, and I had to get my labs done and clearance from my PCP. So I got my chest x-ray. Everything looks excellent, he said. All clear. I'm good. You know. Got my EKG bag or ECG, whatever it is. Awesome. No arrhythmia or nothing. They said awesome. Especially for somebody with my weight. Whatever. And then I did my labs this morning. I had to fast for that. And then you have to do the 14 to 28 day shrinking diet. Now when I was in the office, this heifer told me 14 days. And then when I called about it, because I had just started like on Friday. Last Friday, and she's like, oh, you're supposed to do 28 days. I was like, nah, bitch, you wrote 14 days on the sheet. I ain't say bitch, but I was like, lady. I said lady. So, and I don't even know if I could have made it 28 days, because my BMI is over 50, because at this point I am 310 pounds. At the time I went into the consult, I needed to do 28 days. I ain't doing 28 days. I had talked to the RN, and he was like, look, if it was an emergency, they wouldn't care about none of that. They'll just go in and operate. So he was like, you can do the 14. 14 the standard, it should be fine. So, and I need to drink my second shake because I'm really hungry. And I didn't do anything I was supposed to do today because I worked from home today. That's a whole nother story about what's going on with work, y'all. Okay, so the 14 to 28 day liver shrinking diet. So, I'm going to do 14 days. It is what it is, okay? So, the guidelines is 800 to 900 calories a day. 60 to 80 grams of protein. Slightly more is okay. And 50 to 100 grams of carbohydrates, not more. And at least 64 ounces of water a day. Okay. So, it's 2 options. Option 1 and option 2. I am on option 2 because I'm lactose intolerant. So, technically, I'm supposed to have 2 Slim Fast and 2 Premier Nutrition shakes a day. And then a lean and green meal. That's not my plan. I am lactose intolerant. So, I drink 3 of these a day, 3 Fairlives. These are gluten-free and these are lactose-free. It comes in chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, salted caramel. You can barely find these anywhere. Mostly I can find chocolate and a little bit of strawberry. I got a sample of the vanilla. It tastes delicious. Cannot find it anywhere. I got these from Sam's Club. Amazon, I think for a 12 pack it's almost $30. These between $16 and $18 for a 12 pack from Sam's Club. So this is what I'm getting mine from because I need it for my surgery. So I drink 1 for breakfast, and then I have a half a cup of unsweetened applesauce, and then I have 2 more of these. I have 1 for lunch and 1 for a snack. Okay, so like I said, unsweetened applesauce. So I, with no sugar added, so I do the Mott's plain, no sugar added. Come on camera, don't do this to me. And I do the strawberry one, no sugar added. So this is a snack. I do 1. You can only have 1. So this for breakfast, 1 of these for breakfast. This is your snack. And then you have another one of these for lunch. And then you have another one of these as a snack. Then after that, you can have a lean and green meal. Your lean and green meal consists of 3 ounces, which is the size of a deck of cards, of turkey, chicken, or fish. So me personally, I do chicken breast. That I cooked in my air fryer, shredded it, and I also use the that basically sugar-free barbecue sauce by that African American guy on the bottle. I can't remember the name of it, but I use that. And then you can have 1 cup of cooked vegetables. You cannot have potatoes, peas, corns, or beans / lentils. Or you can have 2 cups of salad greens or raw veggies. 1 teaspoon of oil or 1 tablespoon of oil-based salad dressing. You can also have 1 cup of sugar-free Jell-O or 1 sugar-free popsicle. And you can have chicken broth and 2 to 3 dill pickles a day. When I tell y'all I be sipping on this chicken broth all day, because after I drink the 1 and I eat the applesauce, I feel kind of a little full. And then I drink the second one a little bit later, which I was supposed to drink at 1. It's 2:30 now. I get a little bit fuller. So then at that point, I don't wind up drinking the third one. I need to. I'm gonna start drinking in a minute. I do the 2 to 3 dill pickles, and I drink my chicken broth. And so far, I started Friday. I started Friday. Today is Thursday. Tuesday, when I went to my pre-op appointment for my PCP. No, Monday when I went to my pre-op appointment with the surgeon, I was at 306. And then when I went to the pre-op appointment with the PCP, I was at 305. So it seems like I'm losing about a pound a day. I didn't check yesterday. I didn't check today. I need to check. I'll check later. So that's that. So after I come home, it's all these things I have to do. So in the hospital, before I leave, they'll have me using a QB to get myself together. And then let me call my daughter real quick, because she about to yell at me, because I need her to give me my bag of medicine, because I want y'all to see my medicine. So she about to be mad at me. And then I have like exercise post-op instructions. I don't know why I'm calling her. I'm trying to FaceTime call her.
Yes.
Y'all hear her yelling at me? Can you come here, please?
Mom, I'm trying to pack this stuff.
Can you come here, please? Y'all see how she do? And y'all wonder why I say she can't live with me. So exercise post-operative instructions is continue my routine up until the day of surgery. Regular exercise will help my body recover faster. I can resume any exercise in a month after surgery. In the hospital, I have to walk the halls 10 to 12 times each day. Okay, walk the halls 10 times, 12 a day. I have you use an incentive spirometer, and then I have to walk every hour throughout the day. No lifting more than 8 pounds. And y'all, this camera, no lifting more than 8 pounds. Okay. And it says use a lazy boy or reclining chairs for sitting. I only have my office chair. It says I can return to the office 1 week post-op. So that's that. Then yeah, all this I went over with you all before, but also I have to take the following medications. So I have to inject myself with this after surgery to avoid getting blood clots. So I have a prescription for about, I gotta do this twice a day, y'all. I remember it only being once, but maybe it was twice a day. Yeah, twice a day. And this is what it looks like. And then they prescribed me Appt, which is Emend, and they prescribed me Natropin, and they prescribed me a Zofran. So the Zofran is for the nausea. The Natropin, I need to take this an hour before me arriving to the hospital. And then the Appt, I have to take this an hour before I go to the hospital. They also prescribed me Zenaflex, which is the pain medicine. When I first got my surgery, they gave me a liquid pain medicine, which is like it was an opioid. But since the opioid crisis is getting worse, they don't do that anymore. But I never took it, which was the crazy part, because I was just like trying to not die from the other situation. So yes, so I take all of that the morning of the surgery. And so I had to pick up Miralax, Cinecalt, Gas X, Tylenol Extra Strength Rapid Release Gel Tablets, and Tums. And I had to pick up a Hibiclens, Hibiclens antibacterial solution, which is a soap that you put on your stomach to, like an antibacterial cleanser. And so I take a shower the night before, put that on, and then don't put no lotion, nothing on. So, yeah. So it's a new drinking technique. Yeah. So the day before the surgery, I have to have no food and no protein shakes. I have to avoid caffeine and herbal teas. I can have clear liquids only. So I can have water, I can have Crystal Light, chicken, beef, or vegetable broth, and bone broth. I have to drink at least 1 clear protein drink. It needs to be sugar free. So I purchased the Gatorade Zero with protein. I need to make sure that's what I purchased. Now I'm doubting myself, because I'm like, did I purchase that? And I got that from Sam's Club. Okay, so the evening before the surgery at 11 p.m. I have to drink 2 cups of a regular sports drink. So like a regular Gatorade, full of sugar, everything. I have to shower with normal soap and water, and then follow with the hibiscus wash. I have to place it on a washcloth, lather up upper and lower body, avoiding face, mouth, eyes, hair. It also applies to perineal area. Allow solution to soak on abdominal area for 3 to 4 minutes, then rinse off. Do not apply any other substances to abdominal area, no creams, powders, perfumes, etc. Ensure supplies are gathered for surgery day and hospital stay. I'm going to be out the hospital. So I have to take with me the RX and the OTC medicines. Let me look and see what I ordered. my protein shakes and my incentive speedometer, and if I do spirometer, and if I have a CPAP machine. I don't have a CPAP machine. I'm trying to go in my purchase history, and it's just like, no. Because I'm over here like, what did I order? Yes, I did order the Gatorade Zero with protein. They had a 15 pack from Amazon. Not Amazon, but Sam's Club. And the price was way, 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 way cheaper than Amazon. And I didn't do Costco because Costco doesn't do curbside, and my daughter was picking it up and she lazy. She don't like to go in. Then y'all was just signed in. It says sign in to see price. How y'all gonna tell me to sign in when I'm just signed in to see my order? So I paid $18.88 on Sam's Club, which is way cheaper than Amazon. Okay, so overnight before the surgery, it says 1 hour prior to hospital arrival, 3 hours before my surgery, I have to drink another 2 cups of a regular sports drink. I have to take 2 500 milligram extra strength Tylenol. I have to take the pain pill, which is the which is the Neurontin, and then the generic word is gabapentin, GABAPENTIN, 300 milligrams. And then I have to take the Amend and the Tisnil, which is the, I don't think he gave me that. Okay, I don't think I got the muscle relaxer. Here's the Amend. Here is this is it, the muscle relaxer. So yeah, so take all that before an hour before going to the hospital. And then yeah, so then they make sure I'm okay, do all this stuff before I leave the hospital. That's that. So then when I get home, the hard work starts, because I have to do basically the new protocols, which is the day before surgery, went over that. The morning of surgery, went over that. Stage 1 diet. So follow for the first few days after your procedure. It says liquids only, sip liquids. To prevent you from swallowing air, we ask you to take a small sip, blow it out through your nose, and then swallow. Avoid using straws, chewing gum, and carbonation. So the protein goal for those few days, from 1014 to 1016, is 60 to 80 grams of protein every day, and 48 to 64 grams of ounces of fluids. So those fluids can be water, Crystal Light, Gatorade, Propel, Gatorade with Gatorade Zero with protein, not regular Gatorade. Decaffeinated tea, hot or ice. Decaffeinated coffee. Chicken broth, beef broth, vegetable broth, or bouillon. Sugar-free popsicles, sugar-free Jell-O. So yeah, but my registered nurse said that a lady did it for like a day, or most patients, not even a lady, did it for like 2 days, and then they was back to eating normal food. Because someone else just had their lab being removed too. So my schedule for the first 2 days is 8 a.m. I have to drink 6 ounces of protein beverage. 9 a.m. drink another 6 ounces, and that 6 ounces should take me almost the whole hour to drink. 6 ounces, 6 ounces every hour of either a protein beverage or a clear liquid. So 8 a.m. is 6 ounces protein beverage, 9 a.m. 6 ounces of clear liquid, and it's a medicine cup, 1 ounce. So 1 medicine cup equals 1 ounce. So 6 of those. Then stage 2 will start 1017 to 1020. I move on to liquid and pureed foods. It says baby food, applesauce. It should not contain pieces or chunks. eat 6 times a day, consuming protein first at each meal. This is basically, it says lap band removal guideline. But this is the same diet that you did when you got it put in. So it's no different. But my RN at the surgery center, he was like, he said just go by based on your body. So he's like, that band will be out, you'll be feel a lot better. But he was just like, listen to your body. So he was like, you just start off doing it. But he was like, most people, they don't. They just go back to eating normal. He was like, but listen to your body. And he's like, the dietitians basically, they put this like, oh, they're getting the surgery, but you're getting it removed. So it's like, you don't need to technically go through all this stuff. But yeah, so this is just an example of what they said I need to do. Okay. And then stage 3 diet is going back to soft foods like cottage cheese. I don't eat none of that shit. Tuna, ground sirloin, fat-free refried beans, all this stuff. So a half cup equals 4 ounces or 4 medicine cups. And then stage 4 diet, basically you back on solid food. So yeah, so the recovery is what's gonna be the problem. I gotta do these shots for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Actually, let me see. Yeah. Every 12 hours for 14 days. I didn't want to do this. And I asked about it. He was like, he started trying to explain. I said, look, I ain't that person. Just yes or no. Do I gotta do it? He was like, you don't have to. But I was like, yes or no. He was like, yes, because of your BMI, I would like you to do it. Point blank. I said, okay. And then he was like, oh yeah, pregnancy test. I was like, I don't need no pregnancy test. Blah, blah, blah. I got an IUD. He was like, I was like, okay. So yeah. So that's where I am on the lap band removal journey. I'm going to get this posted so I can give y'all an update. Thanks for hanging in here with me. But life has been life, and like, I'm in between jobs. I'm working. I'm getting a salary. I'm still with my company, but I don't have a permanent account. So it's kind of difficult. And going into other people's accounts, they don't really want you there. But you got to do what your boss wants you to do. So it's like, what do you do? So it's a really tough situation. But I know what I'm doing. And I would not be asked to do it if I didn't know what I was doing. But then also, you don't want to make the other person feel inferior, because you're no threat to them. So it's a tough situation. But yeah, life has been life, and I need to get my budget together. I need some money. Oh shit, I missed the damn call. God damn it. God damn it. Damn it. Work stuff. So yeah. Thanks for hanging in with my subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. But life has been life, and I need some money. I've been a little bit depressed because of the job situation. I am not going to lie and say it's been anything different than me being depressed. Which is why I haven't been around. And my business is suffering because of it. My YouTube is suffering because of it. Everything is just, and then not mention the fact that we take care of my dad. My dad is 75. He has Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and other issues. And so it's a constant state of cleaning up, washing clothes, changing this, changing that, going to work, come back home. And my daughter's been doing a whole lot of it. because me and my dad, like, we got beef. I'm a daddy's girl, but I got beef because I got 3 siblings and where they at. So I got beef. And my daddy get mean sometimes. He just be talking mad shit. I'm gonna do a separate video of what it's like to live with a parent who has Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and take care of their ass. Because I be wanting to square up with him for real. So I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I'm not gonna guarantee that because it's hard and I just want to ball up most of the time and just stare in his face. But I've got to get my business back together. It never stopped. I'm still doing everything. It just never stopped. I just haven't been promoting it. And the second business is taking off, but it's not taking off the way I need it to take off. So I just gotta, and it hasn't because I haven't put myself into it. I have not done what I was supposed to do because I've been so depressed. I'm not clinically depressed because I can recognize I'm depressed and I know what I need to do. I just don't have the motivation to do it. And so I have to give myself pep talks and stuff. But until I get a stationary job or I get a remote job making what I make, I have to make what I make. Or if not more, you know, to be able to live. So yeah, just all and any prayers if you believe in that are welcome at this time. I would gladly accept them. I'm gonna try to come back with another video before my actual surgery, or I may do a short to say when I'm on my way to surgery. But any and all prayers are needed and welcome at this point, because life is life, and like, what you gonna do? So I'm gonna sit here and drink my little protein shake, because I'm like 2 hours behind. And I'm gonna sit here and eat this one applesauce. And these actually taste good. Now the strawberry one tastes chalky as hell. But the chocolate and the vanilla. And I ain't the one who like protein shakes. That ain't me. But this. And it's lactose free. Don't make me sick. So yeah. So I'm just gonna sit here and drink my water. I made this. One of my cups I made. And you're not supposed to dishwash these. And that's why it's faded, because I dishwashed the fuck out of it. Because I wanted to see what would happen if you dishwash it. So basically it fades it out. So that's why the instructions are no dishwashing. But if I'm going to put no dishwashing, I want to know what it does to it. It fades because it was much brighter when I first made it. So yeah. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. And I think I've lost a few subscribers, and that's okay. But it's hard out here. But thank y'all so much for hanging in with me. And I'm going to try to come back. I have a lot to go over, a lot to share. If y'all don't care about me just doing little short videos and stuff is happening, I'll do that. But it's really hard to sit down and find time to talk into a camera and then edit it and then upload it. If y'all are okay with a raw, unedited version of everything, we can go with that. But love you. I hope everyone is blessed. I hope everyone's safe. I hope everyone's loved. And I wish you nothing but joy, an abundance of joy. And I can't wait to see y'all again soon. Have a good one.